Hey guys, welcome back to the Crafty Maven channel. I am Alicia and I am going to do the Free Flow Wednesday for this week. So you saw the inspiration board just a few seconds ago at the beginning of the video. I really loved just the autumn feel of everything. Where I live, the autumn is in full bloom. Well, I don't know. Do you say full bloom for autumn? It's definitely here. Our trees are changing, the leaves are falling, it's chilly in the air, and yeah, it's a nice time of year. And so I really pulled just a lot of the general autumn feel of that inspiration board and of course that dark lovely wood grain. I started off my background paper I'm using is actually a My Mind's Eye Necessities 12 by 12 wood grain paper, and this one particularly I have been hoarding because I love that like dark rich wood grain. um, so I decided to use it for this, and I just splattered some gold mist on the back. I used two different ones. I used Tim Holtz distress spray stain, and I also used the Heidi swap. So while I've been gabbing, I just trimmed up a 4x4 picture that I printed off my selfie, and I mounted it on two different pieces of October afternoon pattern paper. Pretty old. A lot of these papers are actually all these papers are from my stash, and they're all old collections. Um, I basically just went through a bunch of my like pattern paper and pulled some out. So just kind of trying to sop up that mist. I am sorry about the lighting in the beginning half of this video, or the beginning part, I should say. It will get better, but the sun was coming in my window that was directly behind me. So it will get better, I promise. So I grabbed an overlay from a bin that I had, if you saw that while I'm gabbing still. And I think I just set it to the side for now. I wanted to use this floral paper for sure. I love that floral paper, another hoard of mine that is October Afternoon. Um, and I cut a triangle instead of matting it so I could allow more of the pattern to show through. Um, just because I really love that paper. It is just such a pretty floral. So yeah, I kind of figured out how I wanted the photo and that kind of thing. I don't know what I was just doing. I usually try to cut these slower times down, so apparently I was doing something. But yeah, I grabbed a doily in the midst of whatever I was doing. And these are, I don't even know where I got these. I think I got them from a garage sale. They are paper doilies, but they have a really nice, delicate design to them. So I love to use them, and they're a little bit bigger. They're not like the 4-inch ones. They're probably maybe like a 5.5 inch or something. I don't know. So here are two more older papers. That green one is yet again another October Afternoon, and that yellow paper is from Webster's Pages and Alice and Craft line from a while ago. And I did kind of lie in the beginning of the video because I said I mounted the picture on two pieces of October Afternoon paper. One of them was an old Fancy Pants paper, I believe. So sorry about that. I'll try not to lie anymore. So I just cut two strips of those pattern papers, the yellow and the green, and I'm going to place them kind of as a border on that right side. And I'm going to, oh, I did stick that overlay there. Yeah, I decided on this one with the flower because it framed the tree in the picture just perfectly. And so I am going to use my tiny attacher on that, but I am going to end up sewing around it. So I'm just going to stick this stuff down, and then I'm going to, off camera, do some stitching with my sewing machine. Yeah, I just do it off camera because I'm pretty much like the horriblest speaker too, the worst stitcher ever. Sewer, stitcher, I don't even know. But there you can see I stitched the banners and I stitched that triangle, and I did stitch around the photo, and thank goodness the needle didn't hit the stapler because I don't know if that would break your needle or not, but I would imagine it's probably not healthy. So yeah, I'm just gonna stick this stuff down, and I'm liking the way things look. So I'm gonna pop up my picture. You can see the back of the October Afternoon paper. Those papers are so old, but I just love them. I cannot part with them. Yeah. And you see that little deer I pulled up in the top right? I'm going to try to use it right now. I pulled it out because I've had it forever. That's from Print Shop, and it's green, and it would have went, you know, with the color scheme, but I just couldn't find a place to make it work correctly. So no deer this time. These clips have like wood veneer on the top of them, so I'm going to use one with a leaf on it. It has a gold paper clip. So I just clipped that there, and I just pulled out my confetti ephemera. Um, and I'm just gonna, I originally grabbed it because I knew that I had some more of those gold glitter leaves that you see I just kind of placed under the photo. I knew I had some of those, and I knew I wanted to use some of those, or use that. So that's why I pulled it out, but I'm just gonna go through it quick again just to see if there's anything else I want to use, but I don't end up using anything else out of there. So I just pulled out a few things that you can see there to the left, and I'm just kind of going through stuff and seeing what I want to use. I'm going to pull this arrow out, and I'm just going to set it. I mean, that's not where it's going to go. I'm just setting it because I do want to use that. I thought about maybe trying to make this ampersand work, but I couldn't. I kind of struggled with embellishing this layout. I'm not sure why. I think it's because I don't have a lot of, excuse me, embellishments in this color scheme. You can kind of see I have a lot of crepe paper and a lot of, you know, it's a lot of pinks and aquas and things like that. So I had a hard time kind of embellishing. So I even pulled out this super old crepe paper chipboard. This is from Pretty Party, which is a really cute line, but it has more of those like greens and yellows, but I didn't end up using it. Oh, I did. I grabbed a butterfly off of there, a teeny tiny butterfly. And I am going to use this orange chipboard circle-y thing. That's from the Craft Market chipboard. And I think it says Pure Joy. I'm sorry for that background noise. My little puppy's in here. He's trying to eat the whole garbage can. So I'm going to work on my title a bit, and I pulled out the Maggie Holmes. These are like, they're thickers, but they're the ones that say the words and stuff. They're from her new collection, Shine, and I'm going to use that word beautiful, but I didn't like it directly on the wood grains, so I'm going to cut some more strips of papers. I'm going to use the two pink ones, I think, that I matted my photo on. And that's just going to give that word something to kind of sit on. I only giggle because it's just such a scrapbooking term. So it's not just floating in air. So yeah, I'm going to stick these together. I fishtailed the ends just because I fishtailed that yellow one. So thought it looked nice. That's really where I wanted to put the title with the picture, but because I popped my picture up and part of the letters would have hung on the picture, it wouldn't have sat right. So here we are in the upper left corner. So yeah, my title is going to be Beautiful Days Are Here, and I pulled out some alphas. I'm going to end up using this green one for the word days. And get ready because you're going to see something special here. I mess with this title for a bit. Yeah, these are from Simple Stories and they're green, obviously. So I'm going to use those to spell out days. And then I'm going to use this super tiny alphabet, but from Fancy Pants. It's from this Fancy Pants sheet. And I'm going to use the pink in it to spell out R. But then I realized because of that F hanging down, I kind of had to shift everything over so I could have it fit the way I wanted to. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up these teeny tiny letters. It doesn't seem as long on video because it's sped up 4 times, but I felt like I messed with this title forever. So yeah, Swiper, stop. So yeah, and then for the word here, I went back to these green thickers, or not thickers, Simple Story stickers, but I didn't like them, so I'm going to pull out this 7 paper. I don't know. I think it's Studio Calico, maybe. I'm not sure. Um, they're like a rubber cursive gold alpha, and I'm going to use that to spell here. And then I figured, okay, I want to put this arrow here, so I have to shift over the word here to put the arrow down. Close that door for me. That door. Thank you. Sorry. So now I'm going to mess around with some stickers. I'm going to glue that chipboard down, and I pulled a sticker off of the Fifth and Frolic sticker sheet from Dear Lizzie. Like, I have all these old things that I just haven't used. So, and that sticker sheet actually has a lot of sayings about like the fall and stuff. So I wanted to use this one that says like fall and then has some arrows and says good for the soul or something, but I end up switching out for this brown one that just says fall is good for the soul, because that brown really matched the wood grain background brown. And I used that little bird, which was pink. So to have that other pink sticker under it, I was like, I don't know. It just didn't look right to me. So these are some Craft Market puffy shapes. And I thought I was going to use a couple, and actually I don't think I end up using any. I placed that one there by that leaf wood veneer clip, but I'm going to end up pulling it up later. So I pull out these crepe paper. This is an old crepe paper line. It's like a pack of buttons and brads, like a mix. And I'm going to grab a bunch off of there, and I'm also going to grab some their little resin flowers by Tim Holtz. And I'm just going to place them around, and I just did colors that I felt kind of matched, and I'm just going to place them up and down that kind of right side, and then I'm going to stick I'm going to stick a resin flower by the title and a gold heart, which is by Maggie Holmes, I believe from Open Book. So I just used glue dots to stick those buttons down, and then that green chevron one, that is a fabric brad. And yeah, I just used glue dots to put all that stuff down. And these are these sequins are super teeny tiny. They're by Studio Calico. And I'm pulling out the green and they're like a yellowish. They're not gold. They're kind of like a mustard yellow sequin, and they're super tiny. They're really cute. And so I'm just scattering those around as well, and I'm going to stick those down with my Tombow and my quick stick thingy, which never works for me. It worked the last time I used it, and I was so happy. It was like the first time it ever worked, and now it's back to not working, and my Tombow was like exploding glue out of the top of it. So it was hard to get those sequins down. And I would have just used glue dots, but even my tiniest ones are too big for those sequins. They're really small. So here I am with the Maggie Holmes roller phrase stamp. This is from the Shine collection. And I was going to use my gold ink, which is Delicata ink, but it wasn't showing up against that wood grain. So I end up grabbing some brown Hero Arts ink. I don't even know the color. Let's see, what color is it? Cup of Joe. And so I'm going to stamp a few different phrases right there under the photo. And after this, I am just going to draw some lines with a pencil and do my journaling in a white gel pen, so that it can stand out, and that is pretty much going to finish it up. So I really hope that you enjoyed this process video and my take on the Free Flow Wednesday, I guess. I'll have some close-ups and some stills coming up. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to the Crafty Maven if you haven't. There are new videos each and every day. Um, and it's just a great community. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.